Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Through the Veil episode. This is going to be Adam and Alice's story, part 2. Yeah, it's I don't know, this might be a 4 or 5 part quote-unquote mini-series to get them to where I want them to be, so to speak. Before I kind of move on to other households and things. Yeah, I don't know. You would think just take a few photos, play a few days, but honestly, I had so much fun playing these guys that I took photos and I just got into story mode. So I guess you guys get story mode for however long that is. Sorry. But anyway, guys, I hope you're having a good one, and let's jump right into it. Enjoy. Picking up right where we left off, Adam woke up. He's sick. I guess that's what you get for partying hard in the snow. He is now sick and going to work. Good luck, Adam. Meanwhile, Alice is waking up to some amazing news. The publisher loved her article so much, Alice got promoted in these threads. This is fashion? Also, it's the cheat to edit work outfits. I think I'm gonna need it. But disaster strikes after her day at work. Adam saves the day and her life. Note to self, I'll always clean the dryer lint. Also, what lovely sentiments this got them. Basically the, saved my life one, which is pretty strong, by the way. A few weeks go by, and Alice's father calls and wants her to come visit him. Alice doesn't understand why he can't come visit her, but he doesn't like Adam. Alice, sweetie, please, Dawn tries. No, Dad. Why can't you respect my relationship and my life? Needless to say, it was not a good argument. The next few days, she throws herself into the apartment chores, still fuming over her dad. But there is lingering guilt there, too. She wonders if her dad's ranch is falling apart, the place she grew up at but walked away from. She can't stop thinking about it, both the horses and her dad. And she writes some bad articles for work. And the worst part? Her dad wanted her to visit because it was Winterfest. And she completely forgot. She loves Winterfest, but Adam said they weren't going to do anything because he doesn't like the holidays. They have no money for a tree and stuff, and their apartment is just too small. So Alice just did what she could and stewed in the guilt. Meanwhile, Adam goes to bed early and focuses on his needs and his career, blissfully unaware of the turmoil within his girl. All of that diligence and working on Winterfest paid off, and Adam got that promotion. Who needs silly Winterfest traditions anyway? With that promotion money, he got himself a gaming rig and enjoyed himself. After all, he did work very hard for it. He spent most of the night, evening, afternoon, pretty much the rest of the day doing this. And when Alice got home, she dutifully tended to the chores. Hopefully there will be no fire this time. She asked him for help, but he said he was too stressed out. He was happily hollering and chilling. Hollering and blah, 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 blah. Hollering and cheering. But she knew he just needed to let some stress out. His job was very important after all. He worked for a big sim agency. So she joined him on the couch and cheered for him over her dinner plate. And later that week, The neighbors interrupted Adam's distressing game time by being rather loud. Something of a family dispute, or so it sounded like. He pounded on the door. Mrs. Michelson walked out, madder than a hornet. "Just who do you think you are, pounding on the door like that? There are nicer ways to communicate your displeasure at my family drama, Mr. Rosas." She continued to yell, venting her frustrations out on him. "I am in the middle of disciplining my son for throwing llama shit at some plumbing teachers at school. I do not need to deal with your complaints, too. As for the noise level, we will keep it down when you keep the gaming system down. Understand?" She left just as quickly as she had arrived, with Adam having not said a single word. Was this week going to go well at all? Knowing he was under a lot of stress at his job, Alice got some pretty outfits and made sure the apartment was clean and tidy. She knew being in a clean environment made him feel just a little bit better. But she missed a puddle on the floor, which made his stress increase. Obviously, she had to make it up to him. It was a fun experience. They weren't the only ones having fun that night. Adam's door pounding was ignored this time. The next morning, bright and early, Alice found herself outside playing in the snow, relishing the somewhat fresh air of the city. Even if city air isn't exactly fresh, more industrial smelling, really. Meanwhile, upstairs, Mrs. Michelson brazenly checked the mail in her towel, but thankfully Adam was at work. Adam sat Alice down later, requesting she stay within the apartment just a little more, just for a little while. "Baby doll, there are some serious degenerates out there. We'll catch them soon, but I want you to stay in here this week. Call off of work, it's not like you do much there anyway, they won't miss you for a week." Alice immediately grew defensive. "Adam, I can't just call off for an entire week. I'm needed there. I don't just do nothing. I'm close to my next promotion, and we need my paycheck to help with the bills. You said so 2 weeks ago. I can't do that." Needless to say, that didn't go over well for either of them. Tensions rose in Adam. He worked longer and didn't talk to Alice for 4 days, until that Friday evening when she suggested they go somewhere the next day, perhaps to San Sequoia, to the rec center to make a day of it. This was him making a day of it. Meanwhile, Alice was outside in her cute outfit grilling up some chicken, knowing it was one of Adam's favorite foods. She met several new people, including Electra Westfall. "Cute outfit," Electra complimented, but then bluntly asked, "What's with the choker, though?" "Oh, my boyfriend gave it to me. It makes me feel cute," Alice said defensively. Electra grinned. "Oh, that's great. I want one. I bet it would give my dad a heart attack. Where did he get it?" And just like that, Alice made another friend. After a few hours of grilling and chit-chatting, Alice ate dinner alone under the beautiful city sky. It took Adam a week to come around and apologize for his behavior. A month later, they were in Oasis Springs at a funky bar. Adam noticed how much nectar she was drinking. "Baby doll, you drink too much. It'll make you fat." Alice's hackles went up immediately, but she said nothing for fear of more embarrassment. How could he say that in front of everyone here? But perhaps having 2 glasses of nectar was too much, along with 2 other drinks. So maybe he was right in just trying to watch out for her health. After all, he did save her life recently. So she smiled and nodded, even as he cussed about the sports on the television. One day after Alice got back from walking around the city, Adam decided to be daringly romantic in the communal hallway. Something about his expression made her heart skip a beat, and not in a good, fun way. It was a desperate, passionate kiss that bordered on near madness, quite literally, as they melded with the wall. And to Alice, it was filled with undeniable love. They went into the apartment and he apologized once again. "Baby doll, I love you so much. You just drive me crazy sometimes with some of the things you do. But I will always love you and be here for you, okay?" What was she supposed to say to that? Later that night, after some bedroom time with Adam, she poured herself some cheap coffee and worked on the laundry. Checking on emails, work progress, and the like. It's near 1 a.m. in the night. She's got work the next day, but she can't sleep. She has the entire apartment to herself because Adam left for work. Something about a big project, and he decided to pull an all-nighter. It's easier to breathe and work on some pressing fashion columns without him around, especially since his comment from weeks ago is still echoing in her mind. Adam returned to the apartment when Alice was at work. It would appear that his grinding for the next promotion is not going so well. He spent all that time working all night to finish the big presentation, only to miss the meeting that the presentation was for. Yeah, the higher-ups aren't exactly thrilled. And with that being said, that is going to be the end of this episode. This is part 2 out of I have no idea. Hopefully only like 5 or 6 parts to get them to where I want them. Yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed this. Sorry it went a little over, but kind of with the photos and stuff, this seemed like a decent stopping point. And plus I have so many photos that I'm kind of forgetting the story and what all happened, and the way I'm doing my photos, I need to do it very differently. So I'm just trying to like get through what I have before I keep playing. And I want to keep playing, so that's a problem. But yeah, what are we thinking of Adam and Alice's relationship? Adam's stress level, his comments. Yeah, maybe a little bit of Alice being possibly naive. Yeah. What are we thinking? Anyway, guys, I will say this. I will say yes, I have obviously plans and story and whatnot. It does have a happy ending. Bear with me. It has a happy ending. But yeah. So guys, I hope you have a great week. Yeah, I will see you all in the next one, I guess. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. It's up to y'all. Anyway, have a great one. Thanks so much for watching, listening, what have you. I know this isn't exactly like that popular or whatever, but I really love this format. I love sharing my some stories in this way. It's kind of fun, honestly, and I really enjoy doing it, so thank y'all for giving me this space to do so. Yeah, so until next time, bye guys.